Hi everyone, Jodie Thornton, parent coach here. I just wanted to jump in with a quick one today around manners. So using please and thank you and those kind of social norms is a tricky one. A lot of people will say that you need to reinforce it constantly. I find that if you remind them all the time, say don't forget to say please, or any kind of regular reminder. My experience is that it teaches them to kind of say thanks or say please, but actually not have the sentiment. So they'll actually say it, but it's just like a rote, it's like, when someone says that they're sorry and they really don't mean it, it's that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, thanks. Like it's not actually an appreciation thing. So that got me kind of thinking about what is the reason that please and thank you are important. Like, why do we do it? And I know that might seem like a silly question, but to me, I really like to get underneath human behavior. Why do we do things? Why are they important? How else can we achieve the same outcome if that's not easy? And I realized that a lot of why we do that is really expressing appreciation for the person who's helping you, right? And so what that led me to do with my small kids is I have just modeled that appreciation and modeled it genuinely. So instead of thanks, sweetie, I will say, oh, thank you, sweetie, I really appreciate how you blah 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 because blah 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 blah. So I'll actually give a reason why I appreciated it, and not every single time. And also I'm a really wordy person, so it comes naturally to speak a lot, but it started thinking in it, and it also got me to be more mindful about why I was appreciating things, why it was important for me that she cleaned up after herself, or that she was gentle with the baby, or all of these things. That actually got me thinking about why are these things important, as opposed to I should do that and she should do that. So that was a really helpful kind of movement forward, was like modeling, but not just modeling at the surface level, but kind of giving her a bit of insight into my thought processes. And but I did find that modeling wasn't enough on its own. So two things. One is that when she didn't say thank you to me, most of the time I was fine with it. Like, I knew she appreciated it. Sometimes it would be even with her body language, like I just didn't need to hear the words thank you or the words please. And other times it would be like we would be in a social situation and somebody would be thinking like, what the heck, she did not say thank you. Then it kind of left this moment of like, what's the learning process from here? How do we create a space from where she's at to where she's going? And like, as in to understand the social norms and to be able to do them. And what I realized was that I needed to just actually say these things out loud to her. So I would actually say, sweetie, I stopped what I was doing to get you that glass of water, and I just really wanted to know if you appreciated it. And she would say, oh, yes, thanks, Mum, I really do, right? And so we would actually have this conversation about what was going on, rather than me just like, you didn't say thank you, which doesn't actually, it's not connecting, it's just this, it's not fulfilling to get, yeah, thanks, Mum, because I have to say thanks because you just told me off, like it's not a positive experience in our relationship. Whereas when I say, so I'm just really wondering if you appreciated that, and then she says thank you, and she says it from a place of, yes, I'll absolutely let you know how I felt about that. That is a really connecting and positive experience. So that has been a lot more constructive. And it also helps when we were out with other adults, particularly when they were really young, I would say thank you on behalf of her. So actually, that's not a great way to say it. I would say thank you because I appreciated that the adult had given her something, So I would say, thanks so much, Nan. Now, the great part about this one is that, like, I'm saying it authentically as my appreciation, not out of awkwardness about them not saying it, but I took that opportunity to express my appreciation. So my child sees me appreciating and expressing that appreciation, but the other adult often interpreted that as a correction of them, and that was satisfying for them. So not intending for that to be a trick, but more so just everybody gets what they need in that space. So because I'm genuinely expressing my appreciation, and my child knows me really well, she knows that I am just saying thank you because I appreciate her being given a sandwich, or, you know, whatever the thing is. And the other adult is like, see, that mother is really taking manners seriously. She is expressing to her children that manners are important, which is also true, right? So in that situation, everybody gets what they need. Now, as my kids get older, and also if we're in, you know, there's times to learn and there's times to let things go. But if we're in a place where everything's going well and there's a moment where we can actually learn something, I might say, hey, Alyssa, Nanny would really like to know if you appreciated that sandwich. You know, I'm using food and drink. I'm not really sure why. Like, it's a little bit triggering for me because children should have food and drink. But anyways, that's where I'm at. So I'll say, Nanny would really like to know if you appreciate that. And then she'd say, yes, thanks, Nan, and on we go. So I guess that's in a snapshot how I handle helping kids to learn manners. And I think that it's a lot easier to get children to be more consistent with manners if they do it because they understand the reason why, and then they do it because they actually want to express that appreciation, as opposed to like a rote learning thing, like it's a habit thing that we need to do. And I've also found that the benefit of that is that they actually have more connection to the fact that they just received something. Like, it's actually more, yes, you did something nice for me, and I'm excited about that, or I'm happy about that, or I appreciate it. Like, it's more connection to the positive feelings that they have themselves as well through this kind of approach to manners. So I hope this is helpful. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel because you'll get updates whenever I record a new video.